Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was, to talk to my chosen ones about how the demon says, all you do is talk about yourself. You're the demon. Hey, that shit has been such a great laugh. Like, I wish y'all would really understand, like, how beautiful that has been to be able to hear demons in a double talk language say shit like that. So process it like this, right? I was music producer, right? Beat make. If I don't mention me as the beat maker, talk about what I would like to do and where I'm going, what are the beats? How would they go anywhere? What would go on in that space? This be the weird shit. Like, the demons, like, they are such disgusting creatures, right? And they have to live such a suffering life that they are comparing you playing a singles match in tennis, 1 versus 1, compared to a football game where there's 11 on 11. If Serena is playing somebody else, I guarantee you Serena is talking about Serena. Hey, that's how retarded these beings are. I was ducking some energy one day, right? And I called my mans because the demon woke up with their balls out, right? Just for future references, like, I'm gonna keep that to myself, right? But anyways, the demon woke up with the nuts out, right? So I called my mans and we just kind of built it. I started saying about how I figured out how I can sell my photography work on Etsy, right? The demon is listening to my conversation and says, oh, there you go again talking about yourself. And I'm sitting there like, everybody that we watch building their own businesses and tribes, they have to talk about themselves in that manner. It's a whole battle, it's a whole war, especially if they're not in the position that I'm in, fighting and pushing publicly. You have to understand that these demons are pieces of shit. If you validate or if you value anything that they say, you are retarded. You are retarded if you value anything these demons be saying. You know what I mean? It's a difference between, like, talking about yourself in, like, an unproductive, only self-serving manner. You know what I mean? But I music produce, I do videography, photography, and what's crazy is I got into videography and photography because nobody else wanted to get on my beats at the time. So in my world, I'm like, well, if I film, if I do this, I can offer a budget. Now you can get videos and beats at a budget. Hey, that's why I can't stop laughing, because these demons should not be taken serious. They shouldn't be taken serious. I don't give a damn if you in their space or not, like, or if they're in your space or not, or if it's just a work setting. Like, don't take them serious. You have to transfer your thoughts the fuck away from these disgusting beings. Like, they fucked over and did so many people shitty and dirty that you are that being, motherfucker. That's you. You are that being. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. You are that being. That's why you're in their life and they're having to quadruple the suffering. And then after the quadruple with you being in the present, it's going to elevate the suffering. Because right now, us being around them still gives them slight protection. But this is the weird double talk that the demons do. How do you build a tribe as a brown male like me who's doing what I do in front of the camera? Nobody else is helping me. How would I discuss what I do without talking about me? These are easy ways to know that these people are extremely disgusting on the inside. They are extremely disgusting. And that's why I'm glad a lot of them cannot reproduce. Some of them can, but A lot of these motherfuckers cannot reproduce, and I'm glad that they daddy of a system said, no, we're gonna fuck your body up so you cannot have any more, because we already broke you down spiritually to a piece of shit. To that way, you're self-sabotaging yourself, and you're gonna intentionally try to self-sabotage everybody else around you. How do you, as a white woman, go around a black male and then say that you're being narcissistic or selfish in a position that I'm in? In a position that I'm in. Everybody that knows me knows that I've been holding my daughter down. I don't give a fuck what my financial situation is. I've been holding my daughter down since she was 7 and she's about to turn 8. To the point to where my BM was trying to remove me from my daughter's life. And the schools is like, nah, we're about to involve our lawyers. We see how impactful this father is to his child's life. He's here present at the school 2 days out the fucking week. For lunch, I would drive a whole hour from where I live right now to go chill and vibe with my mini for 15 minutes. These demons is some shitty beings. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. You drive 15 minutes, a whole hour to go sit with your son or your daughter, and then drive an hour back to your location. Nigga, the fuck out of here. I'm spending way more on gas and on the road than I'm spending with my mini. You ain't gonna tell me what the fuck I value and that I should listen to you when you are a piece of shit. That's why I say, man, if you don't put no emphasis on that cow manure, that horse manure, it's gonna be all over you. You know what I'm saying? If horse manure and cow shit is near me, it's because I mixed it in with wood chips and called it mulch. That's how you transmute their shit into something productive. I'm gonna take some of this tree down here. I'm gonna slice it up. I'm gonna put a little seasoning, Old Bay in there. I'm gonna put some of that shit in here. And I'm gonna put this new tree life down here, and I'm gonna spread this shit around it. If you haven't realized, everything needs tough terrain to grow. Everything. So what you have to realize is these disgusting demons, right? They are your turmoil to grow. And what happens is, if you are not growing in their turmoil, they become that toxic virus that destroys you because you've taken too much toxins in. It's kind of like overwatering a plant. You overwater a plant, you're gonna drown it out. You know what I'm saying? We kind of need that witchy shit for us to elevate, for us to even see that other beings is willing to go to these demonic, disgusting lengths. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody one day was like, yeah, I did pull a phone out and I recorded you in your element. And I'm like, you realize you only got the recording idea from me, right? And because I got big nuts, and because I got courage, I pulled the phone out in front of you and said, hey, I'm recording you. Hey, this is recorded. Either I sat it down or I put it on you. These demonic demons, they will do the same thing, but they won't tell you they're recording because they're too weak. They don't have any balls. If you catching somebody in a real element, you catch them all day long. All day long. They swear up and down, oh, this isn't you. This isn't you. If it ain't me, then y'all motherfuckers should stop watching me. That's what y'all should do, because I'm a dishonest, I'm a narcissistic demon who talks about myself when it's time to transmute or elevate. I got a whole demonic demon that's always in the presence, and I end up with the most witchiest women that are shitty and don't know how to fucking organize. It's like, once you get to a certain level, chances aren't even a thing anymore. Opportunity isn't a thing anymore. You either have it or you don't. By the end of 2023, it ain't gonna be no more save a hoe, save a nigga, save a demon, save a witch. We're gonna be pulling out weapons and swords of mass destruction, and we are gonna be ready to thrash and trash these demons. You know what I mean? Like, lazy, just lazy. It's no other reason why you're only doing one avenue. You suck at being nurturing, you suck at being feminine, you suck at being a team player. Like, why the fuck do you suck at you even suck dick? That's one thing that you can do. When you go to the sexual fields, these demons are all in that field. You won't feel any real connection. It'll make you feel like a fucking piece of meat. I remember the first time I had a demon treat me like a piece of meat. I had that shit happen twice, and I was so thrown the fuck off. I was like, damn, so this what girls be feel like when niggas do that shit to them sometimes? I ain't never been that kind of being, but years ago, I'm just reflecting, so now it's bringing up shit. And this was like this was after my ex and my BM. I had already knew what it felt like to be a piece of meat from them. All my ships prior that I don't talk about was amazing. I just didn't have no purpose. So I don't usually discuss those situations. You know what I'm saying? I had about a good 4 or 5 that was great females. You know, they was very nurturing. They was the opposite of my mother, Charlotte Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It was the opposite of all these other demonic women that keep coming around now. But I had one come by right before work, right? I'm thinking she about to come by for work. We about to do our little thing, vibe for a minute. No. That bitch came by and treated me like a little piece of meat. Her phone started ringing. I guess that was her dude. I didn't know. You know, she's like, oh my God, I gotta go. Phew! Bro, when I tell you... when I tell you the disconnect is real. I never really knew how to take it that deep until after experiencing my BM, you know what I'm saying? But that's one wish that I signed up for life. I didn't sign up for the rest of you witches for life, motherfucker. So as far as my BM, you know, hey, it's a whole learned lesson, but I still have to deal and cooperate and be cordial and do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Me signing up with my BM is kind of like a voluntary step I had took after getting removing my demonic mom. It's kind of like I still got some weak part in me that needs work, so I cracked the door open for her, and then this demon just kind of replaced my mom demon, because my mom don't have the same pull and access to me anymore as she used to, you know what I mean? But you gotta understand, like, you have to talk about yourself in these fields. If it's mostly demons out here and you aren't talking about yourself, but you are talking about yourself in a productive manner, this is the things that they do to flip the script. Like, how could, if somebody's a music producer, how do you talk about music producing without talking about yourself? If you create content yourself, you're the videographer, you're the person in front of the camera, you're the person who do the edits, how do you talk about your future without talking about yourself? If you built your website, how do you talk about these things without talking about yourself? If you looked into Etsy and created a whole online store, how is that demonic talking about yourself? I feel like one day what I'm going to start doing, and I might add this to the recipe next year, because I am very, 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 very confrontational. If y'all haven't noticed, I love confrontations. I am very peaceful, but I love the war. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm built. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like these demons really want exposure, and they want people to look at them. So it's like they slowly starting to make me, since everything is coming to a forefront, I'm gonna start, not this year, but these are seeds planting for the future demons that come in my life or around my life that think they're gonna do this shit. You will be recorded. If you start doing that shit, I will put my phone up in front of you and I will tell you, this will be posted public. You can do whatever you feel you need to do afterwards. But the thing is with a lot of this shit is, once you post it, and it's ways to do things around shit, and a lot of these people don't even know how to go about suing and court process and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people be worried about. But How can a broke person see you and they ain't got no fucking money? So this is common sense. And even if they do got money, it's ways to maneuver around where the same way they do shit in between the lines, we do the same thing. We just don't use it for disgusting shit. You know, we use it to justify. We use it to what is the word I'm looking for? I guess it is justified, but it's more so we using it as a means of justice. We're justifying the justice. You already known that you've done a lot of people dirty and a lot of demonic shit your entire life. You know you wake up in demonic energy. You know that this is who the fuck you are. So the more you try to point the finger at us, the more you have to reap. And you have to understand that we're in 2023 now. Everybody is not waiting for the rapture. Everybody is not waiting to see you on and just let you live fruitful. Some motherfuckers is here to take steps and put action into place now. Now. You know what I mean? But just be mindful, you know what I'm saying? These demons are going to try to make you feel as though you're a demon for talking about yourself. But you have to, it only holds weight if they are doing more or being more productive than you. If they aren't building more, if they don't have more ideas, if they aren't being more fruitful now, if they haven't been more fruitful, if they fruits don't even match up with the fucking tree, that don't make sense. You a fig tree. How you gonna tell an apple tree how to vibe? That don't even make sense. That's why you don't even see palm trees and pine trees together. Palm tree and pine tree. They are usually separated. They not telling each other what to do. Nah. Don't allow them demons to hold no weight. They are not valid beings. You know what I mean? If anything, we make them valid. You know? I got one being around now. She is... I don't want to say it that way. What I want to say is... beings that get close access to you will show you that they're demonic because they are extremely unappreciative of the energy and the vibration and the validity that they get by being beside you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers that's been trying to sneak beside me has been weird and witchy. Like, y'all create this space to the point to where you make misogynist a thing to a small degree. So in order to not take that shit on, you just keep it in two playbooks. You got demonic shit, you got the non-demonic shit. You know what I mean? Don't let them talk you out of talking about yourself. If they tell you talking about yourself and you're a demon, keep talking about yourself. Clearly they don't have shit to say about themselves. They do not have anything to say about themselves. You can run down a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this is how the energy is. I don't know, man. I could be laughing, smiling, fighting, and I'm back to laughing and smiling again. This is just how I've been set up my entire life. So for me, it's like you could say, "Oh, all you do is talk about yourself." Yes, I do. Personally, when I'm in my private space having to build around demons, but when I'm up here giving this knowledge, I'm giving my real life experiences. A lot of people are too fucking afraid to even get in front of the camera because they're oh, I got something on my face, I got something in my eye, oh, I've been doing all of this right. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. My face could be dry. I could have been picking because I've been overly just got a lot of shit on my brain, so now I'm finding shit to pick at. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I wear the same goddamn jewelry. I do all the shit the same. You know why? Because I'm not a regular zombie robot. Just because I don't go out and buy a new jacket next year don't mean that this one is bad, motherfucker. Y'all gotta change y'all retarded ass concepts. That's what the fuck gotta happen. You think cause you in the flashiest, shiniest shit that makes you a better being? No, that just fucking forces people to look at you a certain way. You know? But I ain't wanna run it up too long. Y'all know what time it is. You keep talking about yourself. maybe if them demons was doing something productive with them lives, they would have shit to say about themselves other than them just being disgusting low vibration entities who are sucking the life force out of you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to tell them you need gas in the car. They should just know that you need gas in the car. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of basic things that they should just already know from being in your presence, in your vicinity. You know what I mean? But y'all tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.